let's play some Spider-Man. Let's do it.
Officers needed in the vicinity of Vanderbilt.
So right now, I honestly have just been like collecting landmark tokens and like getting all the radio like towers. So I kind of feel like I'm just gonna do like, let's maybe just do all these like radio towers, get the map filled in up here, and then we'll go do the main quest. Yeah, backpacks, photo shit. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty significant statement about the game that I'm able to spend 6 hours just dicking around and not get bored. That's very unusual for me because I kind of hate open world games. I kind of hate them. But I've really been enjoying this one, so it's obviously good. It's obviously a good one. So yeah, I'm gonna just do all the towers and we're gonna grab these backpacks and we'll dick around and warm up a little first and then go. Currently, I'm just wearing the like upgraded spider suit. I've got some other ones. We got the classic suit. We got the noir suit. We got the AR Tech Hollow Decoy Scarlet Spider suit, which weird choice of and then we have the Trill armor. And then we have the Secret War one. There's so many though. There's so many good ones. I'm so excited. So we'll keep unlocking these. They look like they're mostly level based unlocks. So we'll just keep getting them as we getting them as we level up. Yeah. So Spider-Man, it's pretty damn good. I have been enjoying the heck out of it. It's a great game. Yeah. Oh, damn, look. It's Avengers Tower. Oh, my backpack is up there. Okay, alright. Just gonna leave all my shit just like hanging out. I wonder if there's any good Easter eggs.
All units advised, we have a reported assault in progress.
I don't care about a reported assault in progress.
Vicinity of Vanderbilt.
I don't care about that. Alright, backpack, where are you? Not very good security if I can just run around on your building. Whoop. Pretty cool. I wonder if Spider-Man has ever gotten tempted to like web shoot an airplane. A vial of sand.
Still not sure if opening this would set the Sandman free, but I'm in no hurry to find out.
What? And you just left it in a backpack? Stuck to a wall? What the hell? Put that thing in a jail, man. Come on. Oh, damn. Damn, Spider-Man. What the hell, dude? That is irresponsible. It's probably got a supervillain in it, but, you know, don't worry about it. Oh, God. There we go. It seems like a bad call. Oh, boy. That vertigo, though. I feel like his spider tendons would have to be so strong not to just rip his arms off every time he does something like that. Right? Like terminal velocity web slinging, and you just like shred your arm. Yeah, it would absolutely have to be like, yeah, because there's no way. It would just pull you apart. The G-force, yeah. I mean, he's got superpowers. That's what I'm saying. Like that has to be one of his many superpowers. He is. I wish I still had the like. I used to. So here's the thing. When I was a kid, I collected a full set of the 1990. I want to say 5 and 1996 Marvel superhero like collector cards. And they used to, on the back of them, they would tell you like strength rating and like dexterity and stuff for all the superheroes in them. I wish I could remember. My prized possession was like there's like a hologram black costume Spider-Man from one of the sets, and I just loved it. It was so cool. Hi. I don't care about active crimes. Where's my backpack? But anyway, they used to say what all the like they would say like how strong Spider-Man was, and you could track the various like different iterations of a character because they would update it every year and be like, oh well, you know, in this year, Spider-Man got like stronger because he got access to the black costume or whatever, you know. Yeah, the thing that would become Venom. Can I climb up this tree? No, I'm a spider, not a monkey. I don't care, man. I'm looking for my backpack. There it is. Over here somewhere? Spider bag. Don't blame me. Blame America. Blame capitalism. I didn't do it. Oh, yeah. There it is. Okay, so I gotta go, like... down. Yeah, I gotta go down and around. Yeah, a lot of them are like that, where they're... Jesus, those pigeons are huge. What the hell? What? Why? Look at how big that pigeon is. Look. Ah, they're so big. That can't be real. Those pigeons. I'm hallucinating. No, but look, they have the blue on them. Those are definitely pigeons with their little feet. Well, I don't want to live anymore. New York pigeons, man. All right, we're in the tunnel. Now, where's my backpack? Here she is. Zoop.
All units report of a possible narcotics sale.
Jameson gave me this at his Bugle retirement party. I thought nobody would listen to his talk show. Shows how much I know.
Yeah, right, the rats in this are alligator-sized. Also, I see a red dot. Is that a bad guy I can fight? I can punch? Oh, it's one of these assassin dudes. Wow. Okay. Nice. Good. I think that was a fridge magnet. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go. I guess I can go all the way down here and get this one. This is so weird. Like I'm not normally like this. I'm like, no, fuck this. I don't want to collect the collectibles. But I think it's a combination of how much fun it is to move around in the world and the fact that they're all little like Spider-Man, like, you know, like they're like lore themed and each one feels like a little like reference to something. Yeah, I like that. I think that's real cute. So it's totally the lore bits that are getting me. Plus also like, this is so fun. Look at this beautiful city we're just like flopping around in. Plus, I really like getting to ignore NPCs when they need my help. That's the best. Spider-Man, another settlement needs your help. Fuck them. Oh, God. Yeah, it's interesting because they play pretty loose and fast with the physics, but I mean, if they didn't, it wouldn't really be fun. So. Yeah, the lighting is amazing. We were talking about that during the title sequence. They did a really, really good job. I feel like it's doing a pretty fantastic job taking advantage of like what the PS4 is capable of. And it makes me excited because I've been hearing rumors. I heard some rumors on the internet, as I'm sure you have as well, that they're gonna announce the PS5 like next year probably. I'm always a combination of excited and like annoyed when a new console gets announced because I'm like, I mean, I already have this one, but also like new hardware can mean like cool new game developments and like, you know, there's no way you can get a game like this on. Yeah, that's right. No Sony at E3. And that's what I think is getting people where they're like, oh, they're going to do their own big thing. Skipping E3 early 2020 probably. Yep. Yeah, that's what everybody's been talking about. When is Ghost of Tsushima coming out? Because I want to play that so bad, speaking of E3. That's like early next year, right? Yeah, the best time I've ever had regarding E3 was that time that we streamed all day. Yeah, E3 itself is not an event I have any interest in going to, but oh, February? Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be so good because then I could play it before I go to Japan. Oh, yeah. Shit, yes. That'd be so fun. Rad. I'm into it. Yeah, that game looks so good. It's my easily at the top of my like most looking forward to list right now. Yeah, top #1 game I want to play the most, just based on that video, which I have watched like 7 times. Yeah, it's hard when a console. It's hard when a console seems to like end its life right at its peak. But I think the reason is the games getting developed for it were developed long before the console was like done, right? Like, how long were they developing Spider-Man, right? So yeah, I mean, I think it's like, how long is the correct amount of length for a console to stick around, right? In your mind, like, what do you think to feel like you're getting your money's worth? How long does a console need to feel like modern and current, right? 3 years, yeah, right? See, there's already the first 2 responses: 6 to 10 years, 3 years, 5 years, like. And I guess I wonder how long each given console was like around, right? And then compare and contrast, like, how long do you expect your current PC to last, right? Like, I mean, shit, like a top-of-the-line graphics card for a PC costs like more, as much or more than a console. Yeah, I don't know.
All units getting multiple reports of muggings perpetrated by armed suspects.
What? Nightastera and so they are doing a Japanese dub of Ghost of Tsushima? Oh shit. Cause I was wondering about that too. Normally I play Japanese games with the dub on so people can listen and stay tuned into the story in case they can't like watch the stream. But I might play it twice if there's a Japanese dub if it's good. That would be cool. So PS2 is 6 years, PS3 was 7, PS4 is currently 5 and counting. Yeah, I mean, I do a full-on upgrade of my PC every 2 or 3 years, but I'm not like a normal PC gamer, right? Like, my PC is my work machine, and it needs to be like, yeah. But I'm also not super like elitist about like frame rates and stuff. Like, I've played games that are at locked at 30 FPS that didn't look like looked like terrible. So everybody's got their own kind of personal. That's a good question. Would I rather a game speaks English with an accent or a foreign language entirely? I think, I mean, it depends. Like, when it comes to my own personal experience, I prefer subtitles on everything. Like, if the characters are speaking German, have them speaking German, right? Like, don't, you know, don't have them, like, speaking English with a German accent. Terrible photo of Trinity Church. But I also tend to play games in English so that people can listen along, because I know that not everybody who tunes into the stream watches the stream all the way through. So it's an accessibility choice for me too. What I don't like is when characters speak with an accent. Oops, it was right there. when they speak in an accent that's not the accent of their character. Like when people are speaking German, but it's English with a
The infamous
British
dumpling
accent.
recipe. Should have come with step 10. Try not to burn everything in MJ's apartment.
Okay, help me understand something, because this is the second dumpling related thing. Because in photo mode, there's a dumpling sticker. Spider-Man comic book fans, is this dumpling thing from the comics? Because I don't understand it. Or is this just a reference to this game that I will later understand because I have not? Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. It's a reference to the comic. I thought so. You know, I love that about like big pre-existing worlds. I love being thrown in and not necessarily getting the references because it's really fun for me if I care about something a lot. Like with Magic. So Magic, I didn't know shit all about Ravnica, right? When I started playing the game.
Good shot.
But it's really cool that it's like a big, deep, pre-existing setting because I can learn about it. Right? I can dig into that setting and I can learn a ton of cool things because it's all already there, you know? So it's the same with the Spider-Man game where when I encounter something where I'm like, I feel like this is a thing and I don't know what it is. I really like being able to be like, oh, cool, there's probably like an interesting reference or an interesting like comic thing about this. No, I love it. I think it's super cool. I don't need to get in on the ground floor of every goddamn thing. Okay, where's the backpack's like? Up here. There we go.
I bought this used graphing calculator at a pawn shop. Stopped working in the middle of a trig exam. You get what you pay for.
Ugh, nerd. Trigonometry. Okay. Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge, those are both photo landmarks. Let's hit up Dad Backpack. Also, do I have... Because the backpacks are giving me... What kind of tokens am I getting from the backpacks? Oh, backpack tokens. Right, okay. So they give me... Right, and this is why I haven't been able to upgrade... Ooh. I need 14 crime tokens, and then I can get more XP. Oh, let's do that. Let's go do some crimes. I mean, let's fight some crimes. Yeah, that's not... You don't get crime tokens from doing crimes. Yeah, I need three more. I have... Yeah. It's... You know what? It's fine. Because everybody loves Spider-Man.
CD drug deal. Snoring now. Hey, guys.
I'm not a bug, I'm an arachnid. Oh, I hate those big dudes. I hate them. Sorry, was that Scorpion? Sometimes I wish that I was like a huge, burly, combat type dude so that I could yell things with a serious face like, I will crush your tiny bones. I sort of wish that was something that I was in a position to do. Well, maybe in another life. God damn. I mean, who hasn't wanted to crush someone's tiny bones? That's right, be like Zangief. Zangief is goals. I love him so much.
Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal.
Come on, Spider-Man.
Sit tight, guys. A nice, comfy paddy wagon will be here soon.
Do you think Spider-Man is against drugs because he thinks that they're like a bane on society, or do you think he's against drugs because they're against the law? Oh my God. Okay, let's have the conversation. Are you ready? Are you ready to have the conversation? What alignment is Spider-Man? If Spider-Man were a D&D character, what alignment would he be? Here we go. We're gonna do it. It's happening. We're living it. Oh yeah, I only needed 3 and I had 15. Okay, that was very confusing. It should not have been red. Neutral good, neutral good, neutral good, neutral good. Yeah, okay, yep. I think you're probably right. Neutral good, yeah. Sometimes, I think sometimes he's portrayed more like lawful good. He's definitely not chaotic good.
Should check out that silent alarm at the auction
I
house.
think he's new. I think he's neutral good because, yeah, if he were lawful good, he probably wouldn't, because he runs away from the cops and like he's friends with them, but they don't like him. But he doesn't listen to them just because they're cops. Yeah, no, I think you're right. He wants to be chaotic good, but he's not. I think the versions of Spider-Man that are that is in the Avengers, right? Like when he's on a super team, I think he's more likely to be lawful good in that case. Yeah, I agree. See, that wasn't so good. Which of the Avengers is chaotic good? I think any member of the Avengers that like struggles with the fact that they're in a team might be chaotic good. What's funny is that Captain America, like Civil War, which I think is a really, really great like concept, I think says some interesting things about Tony Stark and Captain America, right? Because Captain America, who I would consider to be like top lawful good character ever, he's the one that comes out against what I would consider to be the more lawful choice in that regard. I think it's interesting.
People are still trapped. Need to help fast.
Yeah, chaotic good is that you're like systemically opposed to
Carl crushed that pedestrian if I don't do something.
like you don't. What's happening? Oh, I gotta go and pick this up. Like you work to undermine systems that that you are opposed to, whereas lawful good characters work within those systems. I mean, obviously it's an oversimplification. Like saying alignment doesn't reflect moral or ethical reality, like no shit. Obviously. What alignment is Rocket Raccoon? Chaotic neutral. For sure. For sure. I mean, I think you'll find that for the most part, characters with privilege lean towards lawful, and characters who are marginalized lean towards chaotic. Go fucking figure, right? Like, Aegis Fang pointed out, yeah, I gotta go back and get the backpack. Aegis Fang pointed out that most of the X-Men are chaotic, and that's because the systems that lawful characters are more in favor of tend to marginalize those people. Okay, how do I get that? There we go. Science trophy.
Wilson Fisk Science Prize trophy. And check. I couldn't turn it down without arousing suspicion, but no way was I gonna take his money. Even though we could have used it. I did accept the lifetime supply of backpacks, though.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Fuck. Oh, boy. I think it's really interesting watching superheroes evolve to reflect the times that they are a part of, right? Like, Tony Stark started as a sort of Howard Hughes type character, right? Then he became a Richard Branson type character, and now he's, in some portrayals of him, he's kind of like an Elon Musk type character. Like Tony is our reflection of what we want rich people to be, but also what we fear that rich people are. Like rich scientist type people, yeah. Like he's this specific type of character. Tycoons, I think might be the word that I would use there. Yeah, just look at J. Jonah Jameson, right? Exactly. Yeah. Well, and definitely, no, there's definitely influence, right? Where like comic books and characters therein are aspects of our you know, of our society and the society they grow in. And then people read those comics and they grow up looking to be like those people. So yeah, like art imitating life imitating art, etc. Also, there was like a room. Did you notice that one of the windows was like a different color? No, it's just some rando apartment. Oh well, that's okay. I think, yeah, again, like, what's great about comic characters and what's great about sort of this conversation about their, like, alignment is that they change depending on who writes them. Like, there's a chaotic good Wolverine, there's a chaotic neutral Wolverine. You know? Like, it's cool because we get these different looks at the characters, so you kind of have to be like...
doesn't leave much time for good hygiene. Gotta get it where I can.
Nice. This is actually a smart move. Good job, Spider-Man. So that's cool, right? Like we get different versions of the same character, and that teaches us things about that character or about the times in which those characters exist. Yeah. Get weird peeping Tom Spider-Man. Hey, what are you doing, guys? What's going on in here?
Got it.
Battery Park. Yeah, badass eagle. So eagly. Haha, I'm on your face, eagle.
10:30, robbery in progress, suspects armed. Available officers.
Well, the crime's not happening till 10:30, so we're good. Yeah, I mean, I think Spider-Man is a good guy, right? Like he is, and this is why I think we deviate towards neutral good when we think about Spider-Man, because like that's almost always true about him. And when it's not true, it's some outside influence fucking with him, right? Like Spider-Man is part of his brand is that he's just like a good dude. Yeah, right. One of the most fundamentally good characters in Marvel. It would be extremely off-brand for Spider-Man. Like he gets these moments occasionally of like desperation or rage or whatever, but like he's not a bad dude. It's on brand for him to be friendly, right? Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Right. And we all know that. Like it's one of his big things, his three things.
Come on.
But what we determine to be goodness may or may not change. So you have to kind of write Spider-Man to still feel like a good guy. Like what makes a person good? This goes way back to like what being a hero meant in ancient Greece, right? Like heroism, the way my
people know my parents died in a plane crash.
Oh.
I still can't tell anyone they were government agents.
That's right. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever, right?
I wish anyone did.
It's like Achilles and shit, right? Like this idea that that heroes represent my literature and history professors always said heroes represent the spirit of the times, right? They're an embodiment of the zeitgeist. And so while Achilles or Hector or whatever might not seem heroic to us in the sort of traditional sense that we understand it, that's because our sense of heroism has changed since fucking ancient Greece, right? So what the 60s thought of as like a good guy hero was probably pretty different than what we do now. And so that's why 60s Spider-Man feels different, even though they both represent what I would consider to be like goodness in the sort of ethical canon of the time in which those characters were made and exist. And I think that's so cool. Like this idea that a character can remain one thing, but the ethics around them can shift, giving us a different perspective on that character. And I like that. I like shifting characters. Well, yeah, and dissonance, like you point out, and this is great because your username is Dissonance, you point out this is the thing about team superhero comics and the tension there. If the Avengers are lawful good and you are chaotic neutral, how long do you think you're gonna last as an Avenger? Right? Like how much do you think you're gonna fit in, and how long do you think your membership in that team is gonna last when the team doesn't have the same moral or ethical compass as you?
Perfect.
Damage Control HQ. Who's that? That's a comic thing for sure. Who owns that company? What superhero? Oh, they're the guys that clean up after the fight. That's right. Man, that'd be a really fun. That'd be a fun campaign. Playing superhero cleanup team. And you like get. I always like that. I did a campaign when I was a young youth. Of you guys. Anybody ever play Innomine? You know what that game is? So Innomine is it's a game about angels and demons, right? Like hell is real and God is real. Well, they both kind of fucked off.
This will help me balance work and a personal life, if I ever find time to read it.
And there's a book, like you're supposed to play in it as angels or demons, but there's a book called The Corporeal Player's Guide where you play humans. We played a game where everybody was humans. I ran a game where everyone was humans, and they were trying to like deal with the fact that there were angels and demons in the world and like just like live their lives. It was pretty fun. And I think you could do a superhero adjacent game. What's that comic? Sony made a TV show out of it. Powers. It's a Brian Michael Bendis, and I want to say, I can't remember the first name, Oming, but yeah, Powers was that, where it was like they were cops, in a world with like superheroes, and I thought that was pretty cool. Was the show any good? I read the first like graphic novel of the show is a mess. Yeah, we're like Gotham PD. We did a game of White Wolf's pulp game adventure set in Gotham, and Batman had been killed. The Joker had killed Batman, and the characters were these like all these unpowered superheroes who are like trying to keep Gotham safe after Batman had died, and we had a fun time.
I could never make it work on my own.
Wheat cakes. Cook on a greased hot griddle or frying pan until small bubbles appear on top. Then turn pancakes over and cook until bottom is lightly browned, and cover with butter and maple syrup. Okay. Peter's favorite. Would Joker kill? No, he did it by accident. In our game, he had done it by accident, and then he turned himself in. And he was just like a depressed mess in that game. A wheat cake is just like, I guess, a pancake, I think. A flapjack made out of wheat. I don't know what else you might make pancakes out of. Yeah, so in our game, Batman, basically on his first outing, Batman on his first outing against the Joker, they got into a fight, and the Joker accidentally killed Batman, and then it basically destroyed him, and he turned himself in, and they put him under like suicide watch, and he never committed a crime again. It wasn't about like, oh, Joker broke out. It was like Joker's whole emotional situation is destroyed, and all of these other like low-grade villains busted out and took his place, and that was our game. Yeah, and it was fun. We played for like 3 or 4 months.
My ESU ID badge from my semester as a teaching assistant. Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday.
I'm gonna go fight this crime. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fight this crime, because that's a thing that I do. I fight crimes.
Nice to see you, dude.
Looking good, Spidey.
Where is the fucking crime? I hear them. Is it roof crime? It is roof crime.
Assault in progress. Gotta stop it. Try hitting me. Spoiler, I hit back.
Blammo! I knocked that guy right off the roof. Where you going? Bye!
I realize the irony in me saying this, but I hope you've learned not to hit people.
Not dead.
Kill me.
Yeah, I mean, so I have this like deep-seated love, and I definitely blame Tom Stoppard for this, but this deep-seated love of like the background story, right? Like, we all know that Spider-Man is a big deal in New York, and the Avengers are a big deal and whatever, but like, what about the nobodies? What about the people who are in the background? I love that shit, and I think it's so cool getting to like kind of tell those stories. And that's something that I like doing in licensed like RPGs, where I'm like, what's the other story? What's the lower power, like, it's not about saving the world, it's about like being around while all this other shit is happening. And I think that's super cool. And even, I mean, honestly, even like Marvel does that. And sometimes they make their A-list superheroes into those characters, right? Because they know that the characters have variable degrees of power as well. There's a damn backpack. Oh, it's on the scaffolding. Okay, nope. Stick to the wall. Yeah, I love it. That's like a theme that I regularly like. Like, I made a note in the last episode.
Used these electrician's gloves in my first fight with Electro. Gave me the idea to add insulation to my costume.
Wait, hold on.
Which saved my bacon more than once.
Spider-Man has 2 electric-themed villains. He has the Shocker and Electro. Why? Whose idea was that? You know what we need? We need more bad guys with electric powers. We definitely need, yep. Do you think Shocker and Electro ever get like in fights? Like, no, you pick a different power. Yeah, right. One shocks you and one electric. Shocker isn't electric. I feel like he is though. Like shockwaves of like sound. I've definitely seen Shocker have like, there's a version of him with electric superpowers. Totally. Right, how many men's with swords do you need? Yeah. Maybe that's what they did. Maybe they changed him to be more like sound and force. Yeah, that makes sense. Still, the Shocker, that means one of 2 things. Okay, let's go. I love Electro's old costume. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's pretty good. With the like, it's like a green unitard, and then he has like electric lightning bolts like coming off of his head.
Available officers, move on the financial
Yeah, Starface, lightning bolt head. Oh, it's so good. He looks so stupid. But that's Electro's costume to me, like when I think of what he looks like.
Yuri, this construction site's about as legit as the watches they sell.
Oh,
in Times
Jesus.
Square.
Snipers.
I don't have evidence for a warrant. You go in, you're on your own.
What else is new?
How do I stealth take this guy down?
You're in timeout.
Oh, okay. Rad. All right, let's do it. That's 2. Where's the other sniper? Sniper. Yes, thank you, Photog. It's so ugly and stupid.
Anybody has one across the raft? You kidding? It's like a 5-star hotel for him. Anything he wants.
Surprise!
Are there any recorded instances of Spider-Man swearing? Like, do we have an F-bomb from Spider-Man anywhere in recorded history? Because I feel like that's like not something he would do. I feel like that's like that's very off-brand for Spider-Man. Yeah, probably not in the he can't. Right, there's a contract that says he can't cuss over PG-13. Got it. Yeah, right. Again, like these choices that you have to make as a creative like person.
Who needs a nap?
Okay, I need to do some dodging, so it means I need to actually get in fights.
Anyone hear me?
Well, here we go. Here we go. I knew I would have an opportunity to take a great shot. There we go. Oh, that's the stuff. That's the stuff right there. Like, what's going on here? This guy's gonna get a face full of spider dick in a second. It's incredible. Yeah, right? Okay, here we go. And he's going for the grab. He's going for the grab. Spider-Man gets a handful of balls. This guy, face full of spider dick. Boom. Fantastic. Listen, just because it's a wrestling move doesn't mean it's not also super gay. Okay? In fact, chances are pretty good.
I got a funny feeling. Let's get some of the boys up here.
Yes, it is legitimately a cool pro wrestling move, but also he was just about to mash his dick on that guy's face. So don't, yeah. Let's not pretend.
Get him! The boss wants Spider-Man's head!
The boss wants what about Spider-Man and head? Come on, guys. Be subtle at least. Ugh! I just got hit with a rocket launcher. What the shit? Ow! Twice. I did not dodge that rocket. No, you are correct. Okay, come at me, bros. I gotta do some dodging. Yeah, Spider-Man Noir, he has a gun, right? But like, does he use it? Has he just murdered people?
You guys are late. Don't worry. I got plenty of face kicks left.
Oop. I like that guy's Richard Spencer haircut. Oh, God. I mean, sure. Stop trying to hit me and hit me, I guess. He's webbing me! Okay. Okay, rocket launcher. We gotta fight. We're in a fight now. There we go. You just have a little timeout.
Guys? I don't have this many friends.
Can't hit him in the air!
2 more.
You don't mess with them. Just bring him down already!
Spider-Man, I checked records and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies.
They're moving drugs, huh? Not for long.
Spider-Man says, don't do drugs, kids. Except the kind that turn you into a superhero. Those kinds okay. Listen, we have a complicated relationship with drugs, superheroes. Oh no! What's happening? Oh, Jesus. Okay, hold on. I gotta, oh man. Oh, no. It's even worse. This angle's so much worse. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh fuck. Oh my God, it hurts. I'm gonna give myself a fucking heart attack. Okay. Okay, all right. Let's just go ahead and hide the UI here. We're gonna save this one. It's not okay. Oh, oh boy. Rated M for mature.
Look out! Got a present for you.
Oh boy.
Oh, great, more of them. Guys,
Out of
let's get
context
in here.
Spider-Man
Could've just
screenshots.
bailed.
It's the best.
Shoot him down already.
Wow, that guy just didn't care that his friend was like right there, huh?
No more games. Crap, get it off.
Woo! Oh yeah. We'll go through all the photos at the end of the game for sure. I'll post the whole gallery on Twitter and we'll do a little walkthrough. It'll be
Reinforcements again?
hilarious
This is
and
only
terrible.
acceptable if you're all showing up in clown cars.
Ow! Rocket launcher so hard. I don't want to.
Knock him out.
These guys like have no concern for friendly fire, hey? They just like do not give a shit. There's an upgrade to catch rockets. Oh, that's so cool. Spider-Man got some levels in Monk.
Down already.
Well, I can just find thank you. Whoop.
Get it off.
Nice. And we did it with the full. Yeah, the concussion effect is really cool.
Yuri, I got a bunch of incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped up and waiting for you.
Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
Bam. Hey, Statue of Liberty, what up? What up, S-Libs?